Ah! Hi, how's it going? So, I've been playing this more off stream. Uh, because it was a thing that it was the second stream I felt like I made no progress. And I was just like, I gotta make some serious progress. But then I got really carried away and I did a lot of stuff that I wasn't supposed to do, that I meant to do on stream. I guess I could just explain. Oh, hang on, I need to do this. There we are. Alright. So I'll just go ahead and just show what's going on over here. Where's my microphone? I need to get some like WD-40 for it. It creaks real bad. Alright. Crush depth now 900 meters. Okay, so I'll explain. So, okay. First things first. Oh shit, it's nighttime. I should be sleeping. Anyway, so I had the entire thing. The original base was set up like here, and then it kind of went that way. I decided to fix all that, change all that. Yeah. Normal. Okay, so the last time I was streaming this, I had just gotten the Seamoth, but then the Seamoth got destroyed in the span of like 50 minutes. So I made another Seamoth. I tried to make it look like a meatball, but it just looked like a giant ball of poo. I asked a friend and I was like, what should I call it? And they said, you should call it Shitball Jones, as you can see. And so when it came time that I finally had enough stuff to make the prawn suit, that was Pissball Jones. And then by the time we got to the Cyclops, it was just Cumball Jones. And they're all designed and they all look like it, so don't worry about that. So as you can see, we updated this look here, and everything is fine. And I have been very vigilant.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
As you can see, we have all this stuff set up. I've got power cell chargers, I've got battery chargers, modification station, fabricator, radio, bunch of lockers right over here. Got myself a bioreactor. Let me actually see. I have a seed that I'm wanting to put in there, but it's just not the time. I don't have any food that I can put in there. Coom balls. Goddamn right. Hang on. Why the hell is coom? Because it's not even a word. What the fuck? Hey, good to see you, Akasha. I'm just explaining. So, I don't know if you were around for the last stream, but yeah. I had a Seamoth. It's that funny little thing. Not that funny little thing. It's over here. Destroyed it. Tried to make a meatball. Yeah, sad day. I have a whole scanner room. Everything's good. I have some pretty good progress going on here. All this stuff on the right is stuff I'm planning on making. And what we're going to do is I've been storing up food and drinks, and we're going to leave. I'm leaving. Let's do it. Let's get the freak out of H. I'm going to go sleep in my bed. But not the bed in here. I want to sleep on the bed in here. As you can see, Cumball Jones. Can't really see, but I tried to make it look like cum as much as possible. So, you know, it's white. It's got some yellow streaks in it. You know, semen. Hey, I did not turn these fucking lights on.
All systems online.
As you see, we have water. We got food. Put just a few extras in there. And then we've got some health packs. And then we've got some health packs, batteries. Oh, yeah. I meant to do that. A seaman chilling around. Seaman is crazy. Well, I was crazy once. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, Subnautica seems to be really popular on YouTube. I think it's just a specific genre. The main reason I'm saying that is because that one stream I had, 53 views. I ended up uploading a short, And that short ended up getting like 115 views in the span of like 3 hours. So yeah, pretty good. So I think it's just people are really into Subnautica. They want that Subnautica craze. It almost makes me want to see if I should play like that other Subnautica game, the one I hear that is just bad, because I do own it. But I think everyone's just excited for Subnautica 2 to come out. Let me see. Perfect. Wait, what the fuck? Wait. What happened? Wait a minute. Because its sequel is dropping. It could be that too. It was that kind of that same thing that I was considering streaming Okami, but I was just like, I'm in a Subnut mood though, and it turns out I think everyone is. Let's see. So what we're going to be doing, we have a bunch of quartz. We have some extra stuff here. I should get more fiber. I should get more lubricant. I'll do that. I need to get more lithium. That's what I need to do. We have all this stuff. We're going to be doing a little bit of farming, and then we are going to go make an underwater home, and it's going to be really cool. But anyway, Akasha, how are you these days? Hope your stuff is going well. I know you had that test recently, and I heard that you passed that. Was that like the end of like your program there? Like, are you like done with that, or like what do we got going on? Inventory full. I just woke up. We got burrito rolls. Burrito rolls. I don't think I've heard of burrito rolls. To me, that just sounds like a dinner roll, but with like burrito stuffing in it. Like, the only other thing I could think of are like taquitos. And I know that's not correct.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Gonna make a few. Now that I got the test and I need my license, now I need to wait for that to come in. There you go. That's good. You know what? I still need to like actually try to get my license. I've been meaning to do it. It's just, you know, because I told you that it's kind of one of those things. It's like, I know I have to work on it. I know I have to get it done. But then it's just like life happens, and then I just have no motivation to do it myself. Which I know is like a cop-out. It ultimately is. But I should say big fajitas. Big fajitas. Hang on, now I'm curious. Well, that doesn't help. It just tells... I look up burrito roll, and it just tells me how to roll a burrito. It's not... I don't think I actually know what a fajita looks like. A fajita is just really... Okay, so it's just that. Okay. So it's just... free balling. So a roll up. Okay, so a roll up is like a, yeah, so a roll up is like a taquito, okay. Because you don't tuck in the other side. Like, there are like, I guess there's like wraps, and then there's like burritos. I updated all my HUDs and everything. Wraps, rolls. Well, that's the thing, is that like a burrito is like, it's usually like covered on both sides. Like it's usually wrapped up on both ends. Whereas a wrap, it's like, it's open faced on one side and then open on, and then closed on the other. We need a bunch of fucking lithium. We're gonna get high. That's silver. That's not what I want. That's not what I need. Well, gosh dang. Partrara. Me, my drug error, we need a bunch of lithium. Yeah. Holy sh... What the fuck? Oh. To whoever followed, thank you. It says we have officially reached the follower goal that I've been attempting to reach for years. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. The goal is we can do this more consistently. It sucks. I was gonna try to like be like less involved with like my parents' business, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, go do your thing. You know, we'll be here. You let us know if you need anything." It's like, okay. And then as soon as that happened, you know, all the family stuff happens, and you're like, "Well, I'm gonna frequent the fuck out of you guys now because we kind of have no choice." That's life, though. Why do stars suddenly appear every time you drink beer? I don't know. That sucked. Man, I've had like 6 hours of sleep. So funny because I think I found people on the internet too that talked about X-Men thing, and suddenly I don't X-Men fans. Like, you can't stand them. Like, you're... You know, that's the thing, is that, like, the only thing that I, like, follow enough to, like, actually, like, talk to people about or, like, converse about anything with is wrestling. That's what I do. That's what I follow. Oh, wait, I don't need to fucking... That's why. Oh, you love the fans. Oh, I see. See, because that's the thing, is that, like, I love wrestling. I absolutely do. You listen to a podcast, well, that's good. See, in general, I can't really... Tolerate isn't the word, but it's like... There are certain fans, like, when it comes to wrestling, where it's like... You think they don't know that it's, like, a show. Like, they either take it too seriously, or it's just... You attract a lot of, like... Well, the appropriate term would be mayonnaise madness. That would be the way to describe a lot of them. And so it's because of that, like, when you interact with them, like, when you have an interaction with a wrestling fan, I'm generally just like, ooh. Like, a normal, average person is, like, totally fine. There are the people who get, like, really into it, and then there are people who are really, really, really into it, and you get a little scared. It's because they can smell the poserness from you. He's like, you don't know what color gear Randy Savage wore at SummerSlam 93. And it's like, why the fuck would I know that? It's clothes. But I mean, it's different aspects that people, you know, get very, like, attached to and very remembering madness. With the 2 Ds, like Mads Mikkelsen. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I'm getting freaking peeved. I don't remember where to find lithium. Oh, I'm sad. Dad? Who is that? Hi, Dad. Good news about my dad. He is no longer an alcoholic. That sounds insane out of context. There was no context to begin with. There's a certain section of fan I would avoid. Yeah. It's really funny. Dad was just like, yeah, you know, I can't really even explain because it's TMI, but he basically had like a health thing recently that he was just like, yeah, maybe I just want to stop for a while and see how I'm feeling. but I guess his like liver was poking out like super far more than it ever had before. And he was just like, man, I'm 57. Like, I gotta stop doing this. It's like, well, yeah. So, yeah, from my understanding, it's been going good. It's been like 2 weeks now or something. It's the longest he's ever been off it, I believe. So it's good. Yeah, I mean, it's especially because like I've been in contact with you. I told you like what's been going on with my mom. She's doing better, but it's still like, you know, she's in the recovery process. So having both parents go like through different stuff, and also Logan having his medical stuff going on, like this year already has been kicking my ass more than I thought it would. I actually was it is nerve-wracking. I actually was talking to I had a doctor's appointment today, and because you know how I was talking to you about how I really felt like I was good to get off of, you know, my antidepressants, my medication, and then it turned out that that was the wrong course of action. But you know, it sometimes it's you got to go through the struggle to know just how bad you were struggling in the first place. Let me see if I could find data box. No, I just need the lithium, bro. At least on a personal... A new cult to analyze. That sounds like it's a research project. No, exactly. It's... Yeah, I was talking with a doctor, and I was just like, yeah, I was worrying about my physical health. I was worrying about my mental health, and it was just an ugly spiral. The only real point of concern now is... because I wrote in my driver's license that I did suffer from depression, they've been sending me like monthly of like mental evaluations that a doctor needs to sign off on, basically saying that I'm not a risk behind the wheel. And it's been really annoying. So the doctor wanted to wait until we were talking, until we, you know, met today, to be like, so how you doing? And that's been helping. It really has been. So hopefully that's good. The doctor is just like, well, honestly, the only thing that I'm struggling with now is my sleep schedule is completely upside down. Like, I don't start feeling tired until like 3 or 4 a.m. And then even then I'm not able to sleep until like 6, sometimes 7 in the morning. And then there are days that I just because of how cold my room gets, I just don't get out of bed until like 3 p.m. because my room is like 50 degrees. Maybe if we go closer. Sometimes I think more going on. Well, ADHD, neurodivergent thing. I don't know. People treat me mentally ill, and I want no parts of that. You know what it was? I wasn't even fucking thinking because I was unmedicated when all that was going on. I was having my consistent headaches, like they were getting bad, and it was just one of those things that I wasn't thinking, and I was just like, well, I've had this on my record already when I didn't. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things that don't let the system know when you've got shit going on, because they're gonna ruin your life if given the chance. It's like, we're trying to make it better for you, and then they just pull some stupid shit that takes away, you know, your basic fundamental, you know, functioning human rights, and you're like, wow, fuck you. But I'm getting a little too passionate about that. So literally, exactly, they try to make your life better by exactly. I fucking hate that. Like, it makes you just never want to like go out of your way to like see about getting help for certain things, like trying to get like things resolved or, you know, figured out to whatever extent. That is exactly what I meant. I was just talking in terms of, like, putting stuff away. Someone yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is that you would know, you know. It's only recently that I'm beginning to discover, at least from my own side of the fence, like, how limiting stuff like that can be. And it's just like, wow, this really is eye-opening. It's like one of those things that you have an awareness of, but until you are starting to face it yourself, you really don't have like a full scope of it. The fuck was I doing? That's right. I remember now.
All systems online.
It is. You know, and I feel bad. I really do feel terrible because I've been going out of my way to just like not follow the news at all, because most of the stuff that they talk about on the news isn't even news. It's just stupid bullshit.
Welcome
But
aboard,
it's
Captain.
beginning bad enough that I have not been fully aware of when stuff, happens. I had 3 alarms go off because I didn't like the time slot for either of them. You had alarms go off. You didn't like the time slot. It won't make you feel better. I want to ask, but I would feel bad asking about, some, because I know you've got your stuff going on. You took an hour and oh. If you don't, you know what? Hang on. Let me get to the point where I can message you. I'm sending you a message if you. I'm not sure if that's what you were referring to. It's one of those things that I kind of want to ask just to make sure. Because I know it's like a thing that you have, struggled with in the past. Let me see. Water. Access upgrades. Put these in there. Okay. Okay, so it was. So you were just. Okay. I feel that. I feel exactly what you're saying. So your situation that you are talking about in chat is specifically just like the sleep situation. Of course, yeah, not a problem. I feel bad that I haven't like kept up like more up to date about it. What the fuck is going on here? Why is this illuminated so much? Also, I gotta see what these are. Sometimes I want to nap during the day. Yeah, on it. Like, you're waking up at like 8 a.m.? I could have stayed awake, but the day was going slow, so I said nap away. My problem is that I can't really nap. Napping isn't really an option for me. I'm sure we've talked about this before, but every time I try to nap, I just sleep. Like, it's a 3 hour minimum. I'll just say it like that. 8 a.m. See, I wish. To me, waking up at like 8 or 9 a.m. is perfect. Like, that is the time that I'm able to wake up that I just feel really good. Like, everything, like, that's when I feel like I'm generally, like, the most rested, all that kind of stuff, and I feel like the most. I don't know if fulfilled is the word, but I guess, like, the most, like, yeah, today's gonna be a great day. You know what I mean? The reality is that, I come from a family of night owls, and if not night owls, then people who can kind of switch up their schedule however is. And you know what it is? It's because I'm not working towards anything. I'm not working towards like any specific skills or like goals. Like nothing in my immediate future that makes me want to go out and, like make sure that I have like a set schedule. I'd say 9 is good, but I would suggest an 8 a.m. time slot. Just so that you have like enough time to like, because I would assume like in the field that you're going to be working, they're probably operating close to like 9 to 5 hours. Like that's like the schedule that they would be operating on, 9 to 5. What the fuck? What are you doing, shitball Jones? Pretty much. Well, there you go. See, and that's the struggling thing is that I'm going to have to find out, like, with my specific, like, career choice, I guess is how to describe it. I'm going to have to discover what schedule would work best in terms of, like, being a personal trainer. Like, I would assume, like, daytime for certain, because, like, that's when most people are active. But it's one of those things that I've been kind of looking into the field, and I would kind of enjoy it if I had, like, a weekend schedule, if that makes sense. Different strokes and all that, yeah. Like, I would kind of want to have, like, a weekend schedule where, like, my weekends would be mostly free. Like, I would have the stuff going on with, like, Dad and Logan, and then we would figure that out as we go on, like, Mondays and Fridays and the nights before. And we could, like, play around with that as need be. But then after that, I just kind of want to have, like, my weekdays free so that I could, like, maybe stream or, do stuff with friends during the weekdays. Because for some reason with the other friends that I have, like, the weekdays just seem to work better in terms of, like, oh, people are available. So. But not everyone is like that. All right. We have everything I think we're going to need. Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay, we're going to save. Balancing stuff like that is hard. It is. It is. I was better about doing that when I was younger. But now that I'm older and I've, like, already got, like, the college degree and all that kind of stuff, it's all about, like, actually applying yourself beyond that. But I don't know. It's, like, for so long I'd been, like, trying to do stuff with, like, the chaotic nature of, like, my family and, like, making sure that everyone is, like, Gucci. That actually attempting... Oh, shit. I haven't done this in forever. That actually attempting to, like, do my stuff and, like, have the motivation without already having something in place to set, like, that drive for me is just making it impossible for me to actually want to see about it. Which is why I'm hoping... Yeah, no, absolutely. I feel that. Let's see. Yeah, I had a thing with a friend recently where the way they were wording stuff, we've already talked about it, but It was like one of those things that I thought like a friend was like hitting on me, and then I asked them about it, and they said, no, I was not hitting on you. And I was like, oh, okay. But that's the thing, is that like the way it was worded, it's like one of those things that you want to make sure for certain so that like there isn't like a lost in translation kind of thing. Because you know me, I'm so bad with that stuff. Like if you don't say directly, oh, if you don't directly say to me like what you mean or like how you're feeling about something, then it's like I'm not really gonna know for certain. I'm just gonna be like, oh, all our pussies are squanching. Here's some opportunities to say something, so I'm just assuming to kind of let. There you go. There you go. There's nothing wrong with having, you know, that kind of hope and, you know, wanting to, making sure that you do the best you can of like communicating. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. I could be going faster, but I just kind of want to take it slow. Let me see. Great for silent running. Activate external camera system. Alright, we're there. Okay.
Engine powering down.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is that, like, you know, just, like, trying to not walk on eggshells, but, you know, not overstep your boundaries, but also wanting to make sure that, like, both sides are, like, fully, like, understanding and, like, sympathetic with each other. Like, that's the hard thing right there. That's why, for the most part, I've always, like, struggled with, like, wanting to seek out any kind of, like, real relationship, because it's, like, that much, like, trying to figure stuff out, especially, like, if the person isn't going to 100% agree or, like, share, like, my sentiment. This was a mistake. It kind of makes me wonder. It's just like, oh, how? Like, I'm sure, like, I would react just fine to it, but it's always, like, the thought of just, like, there's a chance this could ruin me. Yeah. No, exactly. That's, yeah. At that point, it's just like, ah, fishing for compliments, I see. Get out of here. Punch the shit out of you. See, and that's the thing, is that, like, I used to be one of those people that tried to fish for compliments all the time. Because I just had, like, no self-esteem, and I'm just like, I feel so bad for myself. Oh. But now I'm getting to the point, like, for, like, the last few years, it's like, if someone is giving me a compliment, I'm gonna be like, okay, nah, hold on, partner. What are, what we doing here? Because it's one thing to, like, be kind and, like, you know, try to, like, give someone the morale boost that they need. But then it's, like, something where if you just walk up to, like, if someone walks up to you and is like, you have nice eyes, you're just like, the fuck? I offset that by being cock. There you go. Oh, this isn't good. It's too high up.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
Let's get him
efficiency
back
decreased.
up!
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
For a lot of guys, that's like a thing that a lot of them are like very self-conscious about. It's like, can I even grow like a decent beard? Oh, I'm sure I would look really weird with it. Like, that's something I've been struggling with. Like, I've been trying to grow out my beard because, like, well, I already talked to you about it. I'm sure you know about it, but I ended up like cutting like the top of my head, like trying to help my mom with like some, just like some fucking like thing. that's not helpful, I know, but it's, my mom was needing help with something. Like, she was like needing to grab taxes or something, and she was like, oh, maybe they're like in this drawer over here. I don't know for certain though. And then I just cut my head on the top, and it wasn't a deep cut. It was just wide. And the way it looks like I have like a penis slit on the top of my head now. Oh. There's the fuck. I slightly remember this. Yeah, well, and that's the thing, too, is that, like, signals can be really hard to read, especially if you're, like, going out of your way to try to...
Rig for silent running.
If you're, like, trying to go out of your way to, like, not... I'll say it like this. I never try to give signals, and I never try to do any of that, because, like... I'm sure we've talked about this before, but I'm always deathly afraid of the possibility that I'm just going to make the person in question extremely uncomfortable if I'm, like, forward about something. Ah, penis. It's only last for a minute. Yeah. I feel that. Let me see. Let's see how far can we take this. A little deeper. There we go.
Engine powering down.
Silent running. If it's off, then I think I'm just gonna do that. I wanted to be kissed by the man with the big frame who says ack and get out of here. This seems like a place I'm not supposed to be, so we're gonna save. I feel like I'm gonna walk this way, and then a big motherfucker is gonna come around and say, "Hey!" And I'm gonna say, "Please God, no." Oh shit. Am I where I think I am? Huh.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
We got rubies! Yeah. No, but the goal is that I'm going to shave my hair. And then hopefully my beard is full and big enough that it's kind of one of those things that I won't look terrible. But it is one of those unfortunate things that I've been having to, like, grow out the neck beard in that instance because I just... You gotta grow everything you can at that point if you're not gonna have anything on top. I'm dreading that day. Get the fuck out of here, guys. Who that with that Granddad John? I don't want to hit him with the Granddad John though. Like that's. Are you? Get the fuck out of here, loser. Not you, the shark. Like, can't a girl just mind her own fucking business in the dark? I will punch you in the dick. I meant to say Gandalf. But Gandalf has hair, though. Like, historically, he has shit on top. I wish I could grow out the Gandalf, though, but I'm just too young. I think that's just the truth of it. Like, I'm trying to get, like... I'm just trying to get my dad's facial hair. It kind of... Because, like, I've told you, my dad has facial hair like he's from Tombstone. Like, that good old, like, old Western kind of fit. How's this battery doing? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, fuck. You know what I was supposed to do that I completely forgot? I was supposed to take the power cell charger with me. Damn it. Unless he sounds like I'd love your pause aesthetic. Well, it's just the facial hair. When it comes to dressing, it's just like, oh, we'll just grab whatever clothes we can find. Like, it's not... I'm not going to say no thought goes into it, but, like, he can dress up if he really wants to, or if, like, the occasion calls for it. But other than that, he's just like, yeah, I'm just going to, like... Just kind of fuck around. That's whenever, every time I show pictures of that one guy from Wind Waker, that's just like, yeah, that's my dad. Let me see. Alright. I'm not bringing the Cyclops back. Instead, we're gonna go all the way over here. A polo with sweatpants is never the vibe. That's the thing, though, is that he doesn't really, like, if he has a polo, it's for work. And then other than that, it's always, like, work slacks. And then if he gets home, it's, like, some form of, like, he either keeps the slacks on, maybe he'll switch to sweatpants, maybe he'll just wear shorts or that kind of stuff, and then it's always, like, some sort of t-shirt. Like, that's usually how it is. Usually, like, the shirts will, like, have holes in them or, like, be, like, super torn up. Which, I mean, that's just kind of... With how we were raised, it's like, you get your hand on clothes, you know, you're set, you know, you wear them as long as you can. Which is really weird, though, because, like, my family has been giving me shit. Like, they've been giving me shit for years because, like, I will wear socks when they still have, like, holes in them. Like, I'll wait until, like, the holes get, like, super fucking big, like, most of, like, the toe, where all the toes are just hanging out, for the parents to just be like, you gotta get rid of these. And I'm like, what's the deal? I want my puppies loose. What's the deal with having your grippers out? I'm looking to lock toes. No ribs ever, with some exceptions. I mean, it's always like if like the clothes are like ripped on purpose for like the aesthetic. Very rarely will I be like, because like most of the time I just don't give a shit, and then there are times where I'm just like, this is not functional at all. Like you've made it so that like if it gets really cold, you're gonna be really fucked. But that's just me. That's how I know I would be a bad goth, emo, punk. And that's the thing, too, is that, like, getting into, like, those kinds of scenes, like, the reason those scenes, like, got so popular in the first place is because dressing like that didn't break the bank for the most part. You try to do that fucking now, and it's just... You're spending so much money just trying to look nice. And at that point, it's not even fucking worth it. Ripped jeans sold in the store are never the vibe, I'm sorry. Especially when they put material under distressed fabric. There are very few times where, like, the jeans can be ripped to a certain extent that I'll be like, yeah, I would wear those. Because, I mean, that's the thing, is that, like, if you have the jeans, like, why would you want pre-ripped jeans? Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. But then again, I am a freak, and nothing ever makes sense to me, so. Habitat builder. Perfect. Oh. Shit. Do I have any silver? I have 2 silver. What do I need to make that? Computer chip. So that's going to be gold. So I need 3 gold, 2 table coral. If you're doing full-on rips, you need to do that shit yourself. Exactly, but it's also like... I just don't understand why you would want to... I just don't understand why you would want to rip something like that yourself intentionally. Let's see. God, I always... Fuck. I always fuck this up. I always grab the rocks. Oh, it's because I don't fucking have any. Alright. Look, a knife. As you can see, heat comes off of it. You know what that means. Heat knife. It's just so your tips don't look ugly as fuck with no aesthetic direction. Well, that's me in a nutshell, so. No aesthetic direction? That's what they called me in rabbi camp. Rabbi camp? What? It's a summer retreat. Heat knife at the rabbi camp. God. You know, this just shows how uncultured I am. I'm trying to sit here and I'm just thinking to myself, it's like, yeah, they could probably use the heat knife for like a circumcision. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like, do they even do that? I doubt they do. That just doesn't seem correct to me. Alright. And now we have 2 power cell chargers. Very cool. Heat knife. All right. Heat knife for circumcision. Well, that's why you do it like when they're young, so that well, because well, that's the thing is that it cauterizes as soon as it cuts, so you don't got to worry about that. And it's not like you know, depending on like the stuff, it's like you're not going to be using it for a while anyway. Heat knife for circumcision. What would I need for a scan? That should be fine. I'm just saying. If there are scientists that have really not considered doing that, then boy howdy. Those guys are missing out on a whole world of possibilities. You know what? I should... If I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to need to make a beacon. Where is it? Copper, ore, and titanium. That's fair. That's fine. Gee, Bill, 2 wieners? And Bill said yep. And then they were the Wiener Boys, and they went through many adventures. And they said a wiener here keeps the doctor near. I liked Aladdin, but the 4th one where he gets circumcised was just jumping the shark. Yeah, I mean, you really thought that they would have done that by like the 3rd movie because, you know, historically the number 3 is very associated with circumcision. And especially because his dad was there. So it really is weird how they were just like, yeah, for the 4th one, you know, we're just going to do that. You know what's really fucked up is that, like, they had Dan Castellaneta for the 2nd movie. They brought back Robin for the 3rd. Nobody watched it. And it's because they just didn't make money on it. They were just like, all right, Dan, we need you again. But then Dan, like, big leagued them as well because he was just like, oh, now you want me. Seems like a place I should not be. I don't know how to explain it, but I just have like a real bad feeling about this place. It kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Kind of makes me want to say, oomph.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
All right. We're gonna have some water.
Engine powering up.
We're going to Aurora. Let me save. Who in the writer's room said Aladdin circumcision will sell tickets? Well, that's why you got to experiment. You know what they said? No sperm and trout, no sperm and drought. Blood hasn't even watched Breaking Bad. I haven't. I like to call him Mike Spermantrout. His name is Ermintrout, but I don't care. He looks like the kind of guy that would not be trusted around fish. You're not the guy. I know who the guy is. He gets me my fish. As a queer woman, I'm all about experimenting. Goddamn right. You have to in this economy. I wonder why my fucking battery is going so low. Like, it feels like my battery is draining much quicker than it should. So it looks like this goes down pretty deep. Okay. But when do we stop this ticket selling agenda? That's the hard reality is, you know, they're always going to be selling those tickets. Anything to fill their disgusting pockets. That didn't sound good. Maybe this is a good spot.
Engine powering down.
Let's take a look and see what we're dealing with. Save. The goal is I'm gonna find a place with good heat source so that I can set up a thermal reactor. Fuck! Spadefish! I love David Spade. He's like, wah. And then everyone says, David Spade, you're funny. And then he cries because his friends are dead. And they say, you're so wacky, David Spade. He's like, you stop fucking bullying me. What's this? Diamond. I need this. I don't think I'll be able to grab that. Fuck! Fuck! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, I fell real deep. Oh, oh no. Oh, God. I'm out. Come on. Come on. Oh, God. Yeah, go there. Go there. Yeah. I was being pulled in. Hearing you riff was like hearing somebody read their their little dream diary, yeah. I had a dream David Spade cried on my shoulder.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Oh, calm down. Not everything is about you. They say, oh, oxygen efficiency. Maybe oxygen deficiency. You know what I mean? Maybe you should take a piss before you decide to step on me. Do I have food? No. Yes, I do. I choose to starve. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Okay, so that's that. Okay, good. Okay. That's better. I don't even fucking remember how I got here. Did I come this way? How about oxygen on my nuts? Oxygen? More like oxid... boy. fucking hate my brain. Why can't I be funny? I just want to be effortlessly funny and have a fat cock. Is that really too much to ask? Why must God punish me so? I had an opportunity and I said no. I honestly just didn't know where to take it. Like, that's the truth of it. I would have been like, Oxid, Generation Z. Millennials. Only one of those is fixable with medication, probably. I went to my doctor about my fat nuts. And I said, why are my nuts fat? And she said, I don't know. I had to cut them off. That was a really funny joke. I should keep it up. More bodily horror. Yeah, that's cool. What is this? What the fuck? Where's my ship? Oh, there's my ship. I fucked up. I thought I had what was needed to break these apart, but I don't. And so now we are gonna struggle. Oh yeah, we're gonna struggle. Oh. There's a pod here. Wait, no, what the fuck is that? What the fuck are you? Thermal plant fragment. Alright. Membrane tree. He slapped your ball sack and said, boy! Your nuts are too fat. Then you started jorking your penis in the Nosferatu movie in Ohio and said, hey, I'm cooked. You ever see that one, like, it's a British ad where it's, where, you know, they draw, you know, like, wildlife in the style of Bambi. And it's like a butcher's ad for, like, it's like a butcher's ad, like, basically just talking about, like, all the different parts of meat that are used. And then, like, the baby, like, cow or bull is like, but what about my testicles? And then it just cuts to, like, sports fans eating, like, bull nuts. It's just like, oh. Well, that's the answer. There's the answer. It really is, like, one of the most deranged things I've ever seen. I'm not a disgusting Brit, goddamn right. Those guys, those fucking guys. What the freak did this person say? Had to be a PETA ad. Well, that's the thing, is that it was a pro, like, yeah, we're eating these fucking animals. Yeah! Something is fucking going on here, man. It's actually kind of pissing me off. Let's take a look at these batteries. 88. Like, I don't know, the whimsy of slurp on them bull nuts, ooh, seemed like them very signature. Very demure. I love it when old people say terrible words and then you never want them to talk again. And you're like, I want to grab you by your head and kill you.
Engine powering up.
Very mindful, Yugi boy. We'll save again. We're gonna see how low we can go. Yeah. It's funny because sometimes I feel like I'm in Idge Bowl. What the fuck is that?
Engine powering down.
Like, I'm aware of Rafflecopter, but what is that? IGBOL, or is that an I? My basic bitch brain can't understand. I just mustered out. I just bursted out laughing. What? A lot of these, like, anagrams that people are coming up with are, like, they are, like, super, like, they stretch a lot. You know what I mean? It's just like, we're gonna, it's like, let's see how far we can take this. Oh, God. Alright, let me see. I'm gonna need enough titanium to start a base. Gonna need a few quartz. Okay. I like it because if you say them out loud, it kind of sounds like a word and a hex written in pig Latin. I mean, that's the way to describe a lot of these things. Like, I was actually talking with someone about it a couple days ago. Someone was talking about the regressing of society where, you know, communication is being replaced by, like, emojis and that kind of stuff. And that could be fair to an extent if you remember, like, you know, old people. Like, the older you get, for some reason, you just want to use emojis for everything because you try to, like, type, like, something, and you're just like, oh, I feel like my intent is not properly worded in this situation. Oh, God, I'm being chased. Oh, God. Oh, noes. Oh, shit. Then again, old people are just really fucking stupid sometimes. Cyclops thermal reactor.
Blueprint acquired.
That's important. That is actually very important. No, because they kind of have a point. I generally don't think emojis are a thing that are downfall of communication in our society. I could where you find the coloration, but I feel it's really extreme examples. One, it's like abbreviations for stuff like that. It always feels like there's like another abbreviation that comes out like every once in a while, and you just like try to keep up with it. Like, I remember when people were just like, what the fuck is laugh out loud? I remember when that was lots of love, and it's like, you're old, shut up. This is what I was needing. Okay, this is perfect, actually. Let's see. Gonna go back to the prawn suit. Get some oxygen. Where's the prawn suit? There it is. I was always just really bad with abbreviations in general, though. If you can believe it. But then also try to type out ah ha 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 to something you generally find funny and you don't come off like a maniac. Or like a dick, yeah. And it's just like, no, I really am just trying to communicate that I really do enjoy this, I swear. I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything. I'm trying to be genuine. And then someone says you're a fucking freak, and then you're like, okay. Nah, I've been feeling like a freak, though. I've been enjoying, like, those brain rot TikToks. There's a specific one where someone uses AI to make, you know, Dobby and Harry Potter just say and do the fucking craziest shit. And I specifically like it when it's Harry Potter, because that's the J.K. Rowling estate that's missing out on that. And so, and I just, you know, that's what she fucking deserves. I was bad with them because I was at an age where they were just gaining mainstream appeal. We didn't have answers for everything like we do now. That, yeah. But that's the thing, is that we also live in the age of, like, information where, like, even though we have technically all of the answers and we have, like, all the necessary information to know, people could just fucking lie. Like, it's one of those things where you're just like, oh yeah, like, I'll just try to ask what this is about, and then people just fucking lie to you. There's a really famous example. There was this girl that was trying to learn a second language. Like, she was trying to, you know, learn English, like, try to work on it, and she was playing VR. She was playing Second Life. And she was asking people how to say the word cloud. Because she didn't know how to say it. She was saying it like Claude. It was like, oh, well, how do you say Claude? And they said, what's the word? Claude? Yeah, Claude. That's how you say it. And just people just... And so, like, if she was going to be going into a situation where she was, like, trying to say it for real, people wouldn't have been like, why the fuck do you say it like that? Yeah. I will say there are too many widespread memes that means nothing. Like, Riz is a good one, and I used to be against it, but there is a way to not make it sound cringy. I was the way with using the term meme as, like, a joke in general. In reality, I was like that because I thought it made me more unique. That it was like, oh, I'm an intellectual. I'm not like the rest of these other sheeple who just call everything memes now. But that's the thing, is that, like, a meme is usually, like, one of those things that... I think that's a very important thing to understand, is that context, for the most part, is something that's being lost on people. Because it's one of those things that people, you know, maybe they're not going out as much, or, like, the age of information, the age of, like, the internet, everything is so widespread. I guess it's kind of like one of those things where people don't need to be as cultured. Like, it's just like, oh, I could just look this up if I want to. And so people are very limited in terms of, like, what they do know, or, like, what they go out of their way to, like, actually understand better. But that's the thing, is that I think meme is kind of one of those things where it's just like, it's easy enough to understand it in terms of, like, what the context is even supposed to be regarding it. And it could be me just, like, being an apologist or whatever, but I don't know. The fuck? Kinda. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need that. Okay. Got everything? Yeah, we got everything. And it's like, no, babes, unclench your butt meme was a word before. Wait, what? Was a word. Unclench your... Yeah, exactly. It was a word. I don't remember, like, when it first started getting used or, like, what its widespread use was. But it was a word that it technically had, like, been around since, like, the 80s or something? Like, I remember fucking... God, what's his name? David Bowie. I remember David Bowie saying meme. Like, I know what a meme was culturally before falling upon the actual dictionary definition. Then when I fell upon it, it made sense. Yeah. Jabroni is kind of in a similar situation like that. But jabroni absolutely fell out of, like, the public perception. It was like, it became widespread for a very limited time, and then it was just, people hear that, and they're just like, you're fucking old. Like, no, I'm not. You're being mean to me. I think that's the truth of the matter. We just need to bully people more. If you leave it up to me to tell you when meme was first used, I tell you it was in... There's no fucking way it was in Metal Gear Solid 2. There's no fucking way. And you're not talking like the remake that... Or the remaster, I should say. The remaster that they did where... Because that's a thing that can be used is like, oh yeah, we're going to use the... Not appropriated, but like the more... legitimate language of the times. I still haven't really followed or played Metal Gear Solid in any real capacity, so I don't know. Like, did they change like the time of like when everything is going down? Because I would assume it's like all still happening at like the same time that it was originally set. There was a remaster? Yeah, there was the fucking remaster of all the games. I don't want to say a remake because that makes it sound like they changed a bunch of stuff, but it was basic. The remaster was the port where they had like the whole like Metal Gear Solids 1, 2, and 3, and they released those on Switch, on PS4, PS5, I think it was. It's been out for like a few years now. I actually own it. I was letting my dad borrow the PS5. And I was just like, oh, maybe he'll want to play this because he likes, you know, some stealth games now and then. And he was not familiar with Metal Gear Solid at all, which I don't blame him. I'm not either. He played it before I did, and he was like, I fucking hate this. And it's like, aw. Kind of one of those things where it's just like, man, I feel like I should like be here more to like actually help facilitate that. Also, what the fuck are those? I love these motherfuckers. They're just chilling. Being chilling. No, it's all mid-2000s. They use meme in the little dictionary definition as a cultural holdover development. The whole thing about Metal Gear Solid 2 was memes versus genes. Oh shit, for real? The way played it was in the PS2. Well, shit. Ain't that just a bucket of bolts? Why are these fucking aliens? They're pooping all over the place. What are we gonna do about this? I know there's a fucking heat source around here. I just can't fucking find it. If you ever decide to play it, it'll take you for a ride. Yeah, I'm meaning to play it. I'm gonna be doing it. Honestly, I'm gonna be doing it this year.
Captain, all
That is definitely something I'm planning on doing. Something else I'm planning on doing. I apologize for the abrupt nature of this. But nature is calling me. I don't know. I was not expecting it to hit me so hard. Invite me to stream if you ever decide to stream it. Absolutely. I might want to play it first before I go into it blind. Because if I'm going into it blind while I have you on there, then it's gonna be like the Sonic Adventure 2 deal where we're struggling, but for different reasons. No, go blind. But that's the thing is I'm worried about sucking so bad that it's just retroactively painful for everyone involved. All right, I'm going to use the restroom. I should be about 5 to 10 minutes. Do what you got to do. Thank you for hanging out. You will not regret. Okay, all right. We'll try. We'll try going blind. We can plan that. Yeah, but I will be right back. Sorry, that took longer than I expected. And you know what it is? You know what it is like I will also like when I'm waiting for my stuff to be like going on, I'll just be like scrolling through Instagram. That's how you know I'm like fully broaded. That's a good word. But it is one of those things where I was talking about like the Harry Potter content. There was one where it was the fuck? What the hell was that? What the fuck was... Did I just imagine that? What the fuck was that? All right. God, fucking fair enough. Yeah. It was basically someone edited the Harry Potter movies. It's like, what if Vernon Dursley was the hero? Okay. There we are. Have this. Let's see. Where put this? Would I put the others? I put them in here. I'll put them right here. I put them right here. Let's see. We're gonna need to go into storage. Need to grab another one. Grab these. Put them in here. They're pretty dark. What are we doing battery-wise? Let's take a look. We're at 74%. Not terrible. Alright. Actually, before I do that, this is my line. I've been getting so many of those, like, brats out of context clips. I love them. Oh, perfect. Oh, this is where we're needing to be. This is exactly where we need to be. Perfect. Do I have enough water? We'll grab a few more. My upcoming girly pop. That's my girly pop. And they're gonna be like, oh, Duncan, he's so talented. Oh, listen to his girly pop. And it's just me screaming at the top of my lungs. Oh, God, this was a bad place. Oh, God, I should have checked. Oh, fuck. Oh, penis. Oh, God. What the fuck are you? Get the fuck away from me. That was fucking terrifying. It's too hot. Maybe. Come here. Come here. Yeah, that's right. Get fucked. More like girly poop. Be fucking nice to me. No! 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 You fuckers! You fuckers! Oh, fuck. Get me in there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this was a mistake. What the fuck? What the hell are you doing here? Oh, this isn't fucking good. Oh, fuck. Is he gonna mess with my shit? Oh, you better fucking not. Oh, you fucking asshole. I thought you... Yeah, well, that's what happens. These fellas try to take you out of your ship. These guys usually only come out here if they're like, you're not supposed to be here. Get it? Get in the fucking... Alright, this isn't fucking good. I was hoping to set up here, but that might not be an option now. Fuck. Tell you what. It's kind of stressful, I'm not gonna lie. See, I didn't even fucking see him up there. I try to find where the thing is. He's directly fucking under us. No. Get the fuck out of here, man. Did something just fucking hit my ship? Was it you? Oh, you're fighting them. You better not fuck with my ship, I swear to God. We are gonna have a real fucking... Get out of here, you fucking loser! He's just so preoccupied on these guys. But me being here also doesn't help. I guess I'll fucking use this opportunity to fucking leave. Have I been running the ship this entire time? Yes, I have been.
Rigged for silent running.
Alright. Okay, we're leaving. They're my fucking nachos. It's fucking bullshit, man. What sucks is I was really convinced I was going to find a good heat signature, and it just didn't happen. The dude's got like 8,000 health. There's nothing I can really do about him. And that's the thing, is that the way Leviathans work in this game, for the most part, they'll only be like super aggressive to you if you're in a biome you're not supposed to be in. The Ghost Leviathans specifically are just like, you don't want to be here. I might hurt you on the way out of here, but we're getting you out of H. And you're like, bro, H is where I want to be. And he's like, no, no. He's a fucking rude man. There's no good way for me to be doing this. I need to raise myself a little bit. We're already down to 84%. This is not fucking good, man. I had my burrito, honestly. Yeah? How was the burrito? Was it very burrito-y? Kind of plucked my wig. The phrase plucking my wig sounds like something that wouldn't be good. But that's just me being uncultured again. Okay. We don't need to run silently anymore. Let's see. Let's look at the cameras and let's see what we got going on. There's no... What the fuck is that? What the hell is that? Well, that doesn't fucking help, depending if you have a lace front or not. Well, I guess that would determine that then. I have no idea what that is. We are surrounded
Engine powering down.
by other very not nice men. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drink. We're gonna try this again. Nutrient suitable for bioenergy production. Perfect. Well, this isn't good. That is very high up. I may not be able to reach that. Oh, it's just fucking you? God damn it. This doesn't help me at all. Yeah, there's no fucking heat signatures over here. That gulp was deep. I thought it was the game. Yeah. Gulp? I'm so terrified. Oh. I've been prepping for this for like the last fucking 13 hours. And it's going... Everything that could be going wrong with this is going wrong. See, like that. That's not good. So we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Go.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
That didn't work.
Engine powering up.
We might need to just find something closer to the actual source of where we need to go. Oh shit. Oh no, those are the falling islands. Those aren't heat sources. Wait. Are they heat sources? No. No, they're not. Imagine if this were in space. Well, I mean, it is sci-fi. I can't help but wonder if there's going to be like an element of that in Subnautica too. Like, that would be cool. Okay. Let's check sonar. How low is everything? It's that low. You're going to be able to see good with a camera? No, not really. Not from this height. Okay. So we're facing everything. And now we'll try going low. We'll just see what happens.
Engine powering down.
Radio signal.
This is Life Pod 2, coordinates attached. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2. We'll have to swim for the surface, but it's 500 meters straight up. We'll make for the rendezvous and keep you posted. Out.
Oh, they're fucking dead.
Signal location uploaded to
I
PDA.
don't know. I don't know about a lot of stuff, but those guys I think are just gonna be dead. This would be cool if only No Man's Sky was good. So people are saying that No Man's Sky is good, and they were just like, yeah, it only took like 6 years. But I mean, that's the thing is that like, if you can't figure it out within the 6 years, if you like, the point of a game that you release by a certain time frame is that, you know, it's just like, okay, so everything should be fully functional and everything should work the way that it needs to, and everything should be exactly as we designed from the minute the game is released. Because, you know, they had a good amount of time before then, you know, to try to figure that out. I understand that things kind of fall through the cracks and that kind of stuff, but it's like, I hear about No Man's Sky and it's just like the most like false advertising situation you can imagine. That just kind of makes me question why anyone would even like bother with something like that at that point. If you couldn't figure it out in year one, then I don't know. That's what I think. But people get like really defensive about that game, and they're just like, well, what matters is they put in the effort, and now it's finally the way it needs to be. And it's just like, well, it should have been that way from the beginning. Like, it's kind of the same reason why Cyberpunk just doesn't interest me whatsoever. Because it's like, yeah, it's a cool, like, sci-fi aesthetic, you know, it's made by, you know, the CD Projekt Red guys, you know, yada, yada, yada. All that's all well and fucking dandy. But it's like, if you're, like, taking advantage of, like, the people who work for you, just trying to get something like that to go, and it's not even completed by the time you release it, you've already fucking kind of shot your goodwill in the foot. I don't know why people are so complacent with mediocrity, because it's just the fucking standard now. I mean, that's the reality, is the way with everything is like the goal is to try to make everyone just content enough that, you know, they keep coming back, you know, for other things that we're going to be doing the exact same way, because what else is there going to be? Like, I'm not going to say it's a result of no competition, because that's not necessarily true. What I will say is that the way they're, like, blankets for everything, like, in terms of, like, security and everything, but it's also not in the ways that you would expect, it really does just seem like it's a difference of, like, what developers want. Not of what they want, but, like, the kind of experience that they would want to make versus what the people who are, you know, making the decisions, quote unquote, decide is best for their business model. Because it's not necessarily what sells the best, or like it's not necessarily like what makes the best experience as much as what would sell the best. And I'm not going to pretend like I know about any of this shit, because I don't. And you release an unfinished game, and you have the audacity to be gag surprised that nobody wants to play your game. I mean, I understand, but that doesn't suddenly justify shitty product. No, absolutely. Well, that's not good. I may not be able to get out. Oh wait, yes I can. I need to find a heat source. I mean, if you prioritize the functionality of the game and put the crack into the gameplay loop, there wouldn't be an issue. Well, that's the thing, though, is that, like, in terms of business models and everything, it's like, it's always, you know, them trying to see, like, what they can get away with in terms of, like, oh, like, you know, pay-to-play kind of situations that have just dominated the market. And it bleeds into, like, all of these different kinds of genres and everything. That's why, for the most part, gotchas just kind of... I don't want to risk having any sort of interest or kind of interaction with a gotcha if I can help it. But even then, I'll still, like... If it's something like a Pokemon trading card game, then I'll be like, oh, okay, you know, I'm not going to spend real money on this, but I'll dedicate my time with it, and I'll see how far I can take it. I do want to say I'm not really above the same mindset because I love Final Fantasy 15. So I thought it was 14 that was more like that, because 14 is like an actual MMO. Yes, I do remember. I didn't know they had stuff like that in 15, though. Oh, 15, that was the one with Noctis, right? You know, that one was always weird to me because it's like, didn't 15 come out before 14? Or am I just misremembering? Because I seem to remember that being the case. Like when they made like the Lord of the Rings movies, and then they made the Hobbit movies, and they'll just be like, oh, people, it shouldn't be an issue. I've been here before. I don't know, Final Fantasy 17 is such a blind spot in my brain. I'm a TS girl. And I like it, but I never hopped on it. Not 17. The numberings are... Oh, well, that's the Roman numerals. You know, the numberings can get confusing. I remember when there was, like, outrage with the Super Bowl because people thought that... what's the Roman numeral for 14? 14, it would be XIV, because you know how the Roman numeral for 4 is IV, because 5 is, you know, V. And so they would want to denote that, yeah. Thermal reactor module converts environmental heat energy into electrical power for use by the Cyclops. But the problem is I don't have any kyanite. There's no real way I can get down there, it seems. Fuck. I guess I can just... What's my battery at? 65%. Fuck me. Let me see. 0094. Final Fantasy XIV has always been a blind spot. You don't have to pay to play it. I don't see a point in paying to play base games like that in this day and age. Well, I'm not sure if it's pay to play because I never played it, so I don't know for certain. But it's like there's one of those things that it's just like if you want to spend money on it, it's like one of those things. It's like, oh yeah, you could pay for this, and you have like a you know, it makes your life easier in like this respect or whatever. Well, this isn't good. Okay. Fuck it. This was a failure. We were not able to set up a base out here. I'm thinking maybe we could set up a base closer to where LifePod 2 is. But in order for us to do that, we got to get back to our base of operations.
Asset flagged. Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel calculated. Excessive noise.
This is a subscription-based game, which is weird because it is still... That's so fucking weird because it's free to play, but it's subscription-based.
Overheat. Ahead slow.
Overheating module. I need an overheating module. The fuck? What the hell was that? The game gives Metroid Prime. This game gives Metroid Prime, now that I think about it. You know, and that still makes me sad because I own Metroid Prime. I think I also have Echoes. And I have Corruption. I got about an hour into Metroid Prime 1 and I enjoyed it, but I didn't care to play it after like that first hour. I was like, okay, I'm good. Because it's a fucking fantastic game. It absolutely is. I don't know, there's just like something about Metroid itself, because I remember playing Metroid games on Z-SNES when I was growing up. And for whatever reason, I was just like, I don't care for this. I'm the same way with Link to the Past, which is like what everyone considers the best Zelda game ever. So I think that's I'm convinced that's just me being fucking weird. Metroid Prime is that kind of game where you have to be really into the immersive sci-fi fantasy. Thankfully, I'm in and out of. You're an on and off Star Trek fan. Well, yeah, you know that's good. I've been wanting to get into Star Trek more, but then I just don't.
Engine powering down.
I'm an off and on. Yeah. Alright, see, we're gonna go down here. I'm going to grab these. Going to switch these. $100. $91. It's not really a good starting point. I started with Voyager because it was what interested me, despite everyone saying it's bad. I'm definitely not saying it's perfect, mind you. The only time I've ever enjoyed Star Trek, Next Generation is fantastic. I love something about Next Generation I just really, really enjoy. But other than that, I would honestly say the original Star Trek series, but specifically the parts where, like the movies. Those are very good. Like the movies, Wrath of Khan, and I think the Star Trek 4, the one with the space whales. Those are fucking fantastic movies. They're great. Well, that's why I tried to like emphasize like the movies, I guess. I'm gonna do this. Put all these here. I don't know why I fucking have all these. I'm very unhappy that it just gave me all of those. It's not what I wanted. The show is so antiquated. It is very antiquated. It is. I'm not saying it isn't. And just in terms of like just like general storytelling, I think they do a very solid job. They're much. I would say the movies are like a better example. the movies are like what the show could have been if it wasn't so antiquated.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Got all these batteries. That's why people tell you to start with next gen. Exactly. Yeah, that's fair, man. That's fair. Let's see. 2 advanced wiring kits. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Well, that's the thing too, is that like you could definitely tell with like the first show they did. It's like everyone was very good, everyone's very talented, but there was still definitely just like that thing where you could tell like some of the actors were just like, oh, we're doing sci-fi, ooh, like Leonard Nimoy. I guess he had like systems put in place, like he had like strings attached to his fingers, so that. Whenever he had to do like the Vulcan sign of peace, you know, like live long and prosper, he, for some reason, because he was so antiquated, he couldn't understand like having, you know, your fingers basically in like 2 sections to where you could like make the V. I don't know if that makes sense. We're gonna wait for those to charge. How's this doing? While I'm here, we're gonna switch batteries. Compost organic matter into energy. Alright, we'll just let that be for a while. We have the Aurora Rendezvous Point. We still need to get there. I've been there already, but I kind of feel like there's more to do. We gotta go back. I gotta get back at Jim. It doesn't, and that's why I don't like Star Trek's OG run. The only people who dick ride the show are Little Boom. No, absolutely, I agree with that. And that's the thing, is that like my dad, he was like, I remember when Star Trek first came out when I was a kid, and I fucking hated it. And then Next Generation came out, and I was like, better. What's crazy is that like that show was like still like very historically significant though. Like, I think it's, like, very well known that God, I don't even remember her name. I don't even remember what her name was. In the show, or, like, the actress herself. Star Trek original, let's see. Is that her name? Nichelle Nichols? Huh. It's like Michelle, but with an N. Yeah, Ahura, yeah. Is that... Uhura. It's a U-H-U-R-A. Yeah, that was apparent. That was, like, groundbreaking that they, you know, had her for that role, and I guess it was one of those things that she was going to quit because she was like, I don't like it. And then I guess Martin Luther King was just like, my daughters love watching you. And she's like, oh, God, Martin Luther King. And then she told him to fuck off. And what the hell is this? Pretty sure that show had the first biracial relationship in Kiss. Yeah, that does sound, yeah. I haven't seen it myself, but that does sound accurate. Because it's one of those things, it's like, yeah, they gotta push the envelope, you know? It's the first step in, like, actually, like, making stuff like that, you know, go from being like a really big deal to just being like, yeah, that's normal. So, you know, there is that. What's this?
Playing partially translated broadcast.
Destroyed. Mode. Patrol. New targets unaccounted for. 1.
I don't like that. That's really not good. I don't like that at all. These guys seem very rude. I like this show in terms of a legacy, in terms of convey plots. However, conveying plots, that dude was shitting on that pot fierce. I think that was supposed to be like those squid guys that teleported me out of that. I think that was supposed to be like a translated message from them that I just happened to intercept. Yeah, the fucking lore in this game is crazy. Like, if I wanted to, I could sit here and I could just, like, share, like, all, like, the lore stuff that's in this. Advanced theory, alien eggs, substantial, different species, yes. Blueprints, equipment, power. Vehicles, habitat installations. Data downloads, alien data, artifacts. There's basically a bunch of this stuff that's just like, yeah, there was a ancient civilization of like aliens that were like highly advanced, and I know how the story of this game goes, and I don't want to spoil it, but basically there's like this virus that's going around that's like infecting all of like the life forms here, that if it goes to like, if the virus escapes the atmosphere and goes to different planets, it has the potential of, like, killing everything else. And so, the alien race that was here tried to mitigate that so that once you land on the planet, you can't leave. There were guys that were trying to pick me up, and because I had already been infected at that point, it saw that those guys were coming down, and it just fucking shot them down and killed them. And so, in-game, my guy is trying to figure out how to not be infected and trying to figure out, can you get rid of the virus? Well, and that's the thing, is that that's revealed further on in the game. But it is one of those implied things that once you get it, it just starts slowly killing you. So, theoretically, like, my guy probably should have died, like, a week after getting infected. Because that's the thing, is that, like, it's widespread to, like, all the different, like, organisms in the planet. Like, there's creatures around here, you can see green spots on them. It's funny because I'm playing a game similar to Disco Elysium. Is Disco Elysium like that? I had no idea. That sounds kind of poggers. Disco Elysium is heavy on the lore. I had no idea. That's cool. Let's see. We've got 100, 100, 100. 91. Let me make sure I have all the power cells. Yeah. It's not that important, though. It does move the plot. That's how it is with this game. It's like, you can absolutely just turn your brain off and then just go through all of this and not actually give a shit about the story. Because for the most part, it's just like you just like experiencing the game, but like your goal is to get off of the planet. So I have like a rocket thing set up over there. But then that's the thing, is that like you're going to try to set up the rocket and then you don't know if you're going to be able to leave Because if you were to try to leave right now because of the fact that you're infected and you've found alien stuff that said you're infected and you're not going to be able to leave if you do, then that kind of fucks you over in the long run. And so it's like, if you play like the game yourself, like it ties everything up in a nice bow and everything is great by the end and everyone really likes it and it's a great narrative. I would say the game in general is like a gigantic metaphor for like, this is what happens when you try to play God. So it's one of those. As soon as I secure a job, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's really good. I don't know if it's ever on sale. Like, that's the hard thing. Honestly, like, the game prices are getting worse, and they've been getting worse for a while, but it's... The WWE has a new game coming out that's going to be $70 base, and they have 3 different edition versions that all basically is just like, no, you have to have this version in order to have this. If you want to have like the version that gives you everything, you need to pay us at least $120 to $130. It's like, fuck that. Like, why? That's ridiculous. Well, the thing is that the way those games work is that even if they are potentially rushed, it's yearly installments of basically the same game over and over again, but with slight differences. Like, the main differences are like updated graphics, updated visuals to try to match what's going on, updated rosters, you know, because it's like, you know, because people are in and out of the company, or like, you know, there's a guy that they got on a Legends deal, that kind of stuff. So they've got like a bunch of different things that they can do with that, but it still is just weird. The game, I would honestly say, hasn't really been that rushed since 2K20, and the reason it was rushed was because the primary developers of like that game and game engine just decided that they didn't want to make WWE games anymore, and they left, and the studio that they went with just didn't have enough time to crunch to make a new like physics engine and everything, and it was just bad. And then it was so bad that they did not release a game the next year so that they could have a fully polished and ready to release game like the year after. You can pay for a game that's $100. Sorry, I'm having chocolate. Sports games have always been having one of those things. It's like, yeah, here's a special super deluxe edition for $150. They're like, wow. Sorry, I had to snack on something. We're gonna get some food, we're gonna get some drinks while we wait for the rest of the power cells to charge. I should really see about getting the, engine efficiency thing for the Cyclops, because that battery going down as much as it was fucking ridiculous. Let me see. What the fuck? Where is he? At least I had the choice, though. But the deluxe edition that adds a couple extra suits, that was like $40 in the game, was like 5 to 6 year olds at that point. Like, turn of the decade. Fuck that. No, that's a ripoff at that point. Well, that's the thing, is that like they always like try to get you to like give a shit about like the extra stuff. It's like, if you pay this much money, you get a corner of a ring mat and a picture signed by a wrestler. When if you were to get a picture signed by a wrestler, normally it would be like $10. So at that point, with like the ring mat and that kind of stuff, and the other stuff that they're offering, it's just like, oh, so even then they're upcharging this by at least 25% or something. Like, it's not worth it. I remember I had the most I ever spent on a wrestling game like that. It was 2K14, and it was like the Undertaker edition, where you had like a signed picture of the Undertaker. You had a special like metal casket that like everything was shipped in, and there was at least a few other goodies that were a part of that. And I had all that, and I'm just like, wow, I really don't have space for this, and I'm like not the kind of person that like I would want to, you know, just like have this like on a wall or like on the shelf or something. And it made me realize there's like, this really is for like collectors and that kind of stuff. And made me realize I'm not the collecting type. I say as I have like 200 physical games and a bunch more on Steam and downloaded. That's how I feel about K-pop releases. I love extra stuff and the photos and stuff, but I genuinely don't get why everyone else is this feral over it. The reality is there's a market for people who understand the business model that there's only a limited amount of these things that are able to exist in the state that they're given. And so it's like one of these things that they get released once in a certain quantity, and then that's it. And there are people who are willing to turn over a pretty penny for all that, and there are scalpers who are going to be able to take advantage of people for that reason. That's why you have people with the Pokemon cards, guys who get so feral for Pokemon cards and, you know, basically fighting kids at the mall over them so that they can sell them for like 100% of the price. Basically doubling the price for like, you know, the same amount of like shitty cards with like no guarantee that you're going to get what you actually want. It really is just a, you know, consumerism is a disease, and the only answer is more cowbell. I'm so funny. I made a cowbell joke. Heat knife. Put these in here. Perfect. Maybe I want to take this. What do I need to make the drill? Let me see. I need crystalline sulfur for that, and I need nickel. More Cumbel circumcision sword. There it is. Thermal reactor, recharges. That sounds good. Drill arm suit. Oh, that's not bad at all. Oh, that's perfect, actually. I can do that. I had at least a lithium or two, so I'm going to grab them. It was one lithium. I have diamonds over here. I have one diamond, I should say. And then I need, what, 5 titanium? I need to make sure I'm doing that correctly. Yes. Okay, good. You ever just get hyper aware of the fact you have lordosis? What? I'm gonna say no because I don't know what that is. Let's see. Curving inward of the... Oh, that's what it is! I never actually heard that term for it when I was like going through, you know, the health department at my school. No. I was like trying to sleep at like 5 in the morning though, and then I realized I have 31 teeth. Not 30, because, you know, 30 is normal. Not 32, because 32 is like the max you can have, but 31 specifically. I was checking, and like the back left of my mouth, the bottom side, which is weird because like I'm actually feeling it right now. I have like teeth that are like all lined up the way they're supposed to be. But then I just have like a very, very, very narrow gap at the very back of it that makes me realize I don't have like a fifth tooth in the back there like I do like for all the other sides, like upper right, upper left, lower right. Fires a grappling hook for enhanced environmental traversal. Sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna want that. I'm gonna want another hull reinforcement so that I can have one for both of those. I have prawn suit depth module MK1. That's how I felt when I got glasses, and that's how I learned my face was asymmetrical. But that's the thing, is that most people actually do have asymmetrical features. But it's always to varying degrees, so it's like for half of them, you just can't even tell. That's why when you see someone that has symmetrical features, you're like, whoa, why are they so pretty? What? Because that's really what it is. Thermal suit reactor. I just don't have that. Prawn suit. It took me longer to figure that out. No, that's fair. I mean, that's the thing, is that like I'm aware of it, but then when I still think about it, like when it comes to myself, I'm always still just like, my face is so asymmetrical. Oh, I'm ugly. It's just it's a self-confidence issue for certain. That's really like, that's the root of it all. Is, you know, you try to compare yourself to others. Is like, why can't I look like them? Why can't I look like this? I feel like I'm not normal because I don't look like this. And, you know, that's the kind of shit that just like shortens your lifespan. Like you can't even bother getting like so hyper like aware and like serious about that kind of stuff. Let me see. What I need are deep shrooms, and that's what I don't have. For me, it's just the important medical stuff, because now I've had it pointed out, I understand how it's not good for me. Specifically, like... What, just like worrying, like becoming, like being hyper aware of your face, or like the lordosis, or... Now my back is uncomfy because I got lordosis. That's, yeah, I mean, that's fair. Actually, let me see something. Cyclops depth module. So this is where you would make that. Consuit depth module 2. But that's the thing that I also learned, is that like becoming so hyper aware of it and like thinking about it constantly, like that's not going to help either. It's more like you gotta learn how to like accept it and then just kind of like move on with like your day, like. And that's hard. It really is. I want everything to adjust itself to the right alignment. Yeah. My back has been doing a weird thing where like I'm like trying to like every time I bend forward, I feel my columns shift to where they're supposed to be, and my body just goes, ah! It really freaks me out every time it happens. Let me see. Am I able to make benzene? Let's see. To make polyaniline, I would need that. And that's not benzene. No, it's not even that it dislocated itself. It's because I'm so sedentary. It's because I'm so sedentary. It's like my back when I'm like sitting down, and it's like kind of one of those things that like my spine is just not in the correct alignment. That's really all it is. And so if I bend over, I could just feel like everything shift into the positions that it needs to. It could also be that my back is just fucked up because of my bed. That could also be it. I need a new bed, man. The springs are going. It's bad. Let me see. Where do I keep the fucking diamonds? Here. Huh. Do I keep the salt? Not there. I put the salt here? It doesn't look familiar. I know I have salt. I put it there. Okay. Alright, alright. So you come here. I get 30-year-old problems because I'll sleep wrong and hurt my back for 2 days. That's just the reality of getting older. And you could start feeling it as soon as, like, your 20s and that kind of stuff. That's just kind of how life goes. Should maybe get another... Why the fuck do I have this? I'll have it there just in case I need to make, like, one computer chip. I don't need any computer chips. Alright, what are the things that I need? So I don't have what it takes to make benzene. And I'm very limited on lithium. So I guess we're not going to worry about that for now. There's no point. And then I need 2 diamonds, 4 diamonds. What other stuff do I need, though? What about Cyclops? What about the depth module? I guess I'll check up the fabricator. Thermal reactor. I'm not going to be able to do that. Aerogel and crystalline sulfur. I'm not going to be able to do that. Decoy tube upgrade. That's possible. Shield generator efficiency module. I don't even know how I fucking got this thing. Alright. Let me see. We'll take these with us. Okay, good. Engine efficiency. storage module. Don't need that. Blah, 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 blah. Where would I even go to find that, though? That's the question. Would any of these need diamonds to make? They shouldn't. Oh, that's why I have that. Okay, that's fine. Lithium. I still need aerogel. Aerogel is made... Gel sack and ruby. I need 2 of them. And I only have 1. Fuck. Your little mouth pops were giving a... I'm so sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm so self-conscious about my poppins. So it looks like I don't really need diamonds for anything else. Except for the suit. And the hull reinforcement. I like ASMR friend. I know I don't, though. Well, it's not like I have anything against it. Like, it's just one of those weird things, you know, where it's like... How do I even begin to explain it? It's... Did I even do this? Yes, I did. I feel that there are people who get kind of into like the ASMR and they're like, oh, it's so good, or you know, they get like really weird or like obsessive with it, or there's like, this is the only thing that can calm me down, which, you know, to each their own. To me, it kind of seems like one of those, not like slippery slope, but it's just like, okay, how far are you going to take this until you're like, you can't be talking about this in public without getting really weird and people having to tell you to stop. So it's just, it's like that for me, where it's like, I feel like not everyone has the ability of being like normal about it, or being like very, like they're not able to recognize like why people would be uncomfortable with it in the first place. It's kind of like VTubers. I love it, but it's not like something I randomly info dump about. Right, yeah. And it's not even to say that people info dump about it, but it's more so like, I have known people that are just like, oh yeah, you should get into like this ASMR, it's really good. And then it's just like real weird shit, and you're like, I don't know. Like there was a parody of an ASMR, a couple I saw like a month or so ago, where it was like ASMR of like you on a gay date with a guy and you're really into him and he's really into you, but you keep farting and ruining the intimacy. And it was like, oh, this looks like it's like a kink thing, but then the more you go, it's like, no, they took the piss out of it. It like eventually it's like the farts are like basically mustard gas, and it's like they have to evacuate the entire restaurant. All right, I'm gonna look up Subnautica. Synthetic fibers are an advanced material that can be crafted using the fabricator. They're high strength of fiber mesh. Pick up blood oil. Oh, so I'm not going to be able to make this suit for the foreseeable future. God damn. Okay. Well then let me get rid of it then, if I'm not going to be able to like actually make it. I do like the weirder side where it's just people talking about webtoons or comedy skits that you're not supposed to sleep to. Right. Yeah. Like, I'll be the first to admit that I'm very weird. Like, even back to, like, to the topic of, like, wrestling fans. I like when people, like, do podcasts or something like that, is so long as they're entertaining and they are fully informed or, like, actually cover everything that needs to, like, be covered about something. Like, there's a wrestling podcast I like called Deadlock, where it's just, like, three guys that basically just, like, answer like questions about wrestling, or like they rewatch like old episodes of wrestling, and they also offer like historical, like behind the scenes or like storyline, like context of like why things are happening the way that they are, but they just take the piss out of everything. Like my favorite version of it was one of my more favorite like situations was Kane was having a match with Undertaker, or Kane was having a match with Triple H, and then Undertaker beat him up, and then Undertaker was about to take time off of wrestling, and so they made the joke. It was like, no, he was about to go to WCW and do all this stupid shit, which is funny because all that stupid shit is exactly what WCW would have him do. There's like this comedy podcast called Artist on Artist on Artist, where it's an hour-long improv session where it's high concept and inside baseball about the acting industry. That sounds interesting. That does sound legitimately interesting. Like I would. It's called Artist on Artist. You know what? Let me actually. Is it like on YouTube or like Spotify or anything? I'll make sure that I actually look it up. Artist on Artist. Artist on Artist. There it is. Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. Jesus Christ. There's an episode about the Joker. Do they talk about him fucking Pokemon? A Batman, you want to know what kind of Pokemon I caught? A Joker. That's terrible. Yes. My man. That's terrible. That's fucking bad. Oh my god. Rattle the cages. It's another thing that I've been like trying to get into more. I've been considering, Legends of Avantaris. It's a D&D podcast. I've been considering like actually like listening to like the full thing, but I do like the shorts of it. Those guys are funny as fuck. But I remember the last time I tried to listen to a D&D podcast, Critical Role, I was just so intimidated by it. I was like, oh, I can't keep track. I'm scared, and then I just quit. What the fuck?
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
My brother's gonna need to be up in about 10 minutes, so I might take another break just to make sure that he's up and awake and about. Cool.
Engine powering up.
No, you're okay. You're alright. You're okay. What the fuck? I'll be listening to Tales of Sneaky Dragon because it's easier to follow and has an ending. It's definitely biblically long, but meh. Oh, and the episodes are 1.5 max. Tales of Sneaky Dragon? Biblically long, but like 1.5 episode. I'm not. Wait, what? It has an ending, 1.5 episodes. Sorry, I'm making sure that I'm understanding that correctly. Oh, you know what? I should have seen if there was like a solar... Oh! Oh, an hour and a half. That's what you meant. Okay. No, you're good. You're good. It's one of those things that if, like, the context word in question isn't fully presented to me, then I'm just gonna be like, I don't understand. Oh, my cock hurts. Ow. It made sense as I... Dude, that happens to me so fucking often. Or, like, I'll, like, just forget to, like, even, like, say, like, very important words. Like, I'll just, like, leave out words that, like, I'm, like, saying in my head as I'm about to type them. But then as I, like, type it out and I send the message, they're not fucking there. And I'm like, God damn it. And so I have to go back and I have to, like, hopefully edit it. And then hopefully no one thinks I'm an idiot. That happens to me so often. Yeah. It's so infuriating. What the fuck? Let's take a look. See what we're dealing with. Although it's funny, imagine saying there's 60 episodes of a thing and it's one each long. There are 60 of them. How long are they? One. One what? One each, so it's 60. That sucks too, because I've been there and I've been like that so often. More of those motherfuckers. Maybe I want to park you here. Seems good. Let's see, let's go as low as we can go. Nope. Okay.
Engine powering down.
We'll turn off the engine. My Twitch crapped out. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one of each. They make up 60. Okay, it should be good. That might have been my brother going into the bathroom. 12, 13. boards. Let me double check and see. My goal is I have to make a foundation, so I'm going to need 2 lead. Okay. So I have to make a foundation, multi-purpose room. That's 8 right there. If I need a large room, it's 2 plasteel ingots. Okay. And then I need... So let's see, if that's going to be 8, then I'm going to need... Let me see. That's 5. That's 3. That's 2. So that's 10. And then I need 8 on top of that. So let's see. So that's 8. These are 10. So I need 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna need plasteel ingots, which I've not been made. Fuck my whore life. Where the fuck? Need 2 lead. Where is the lead? Here it is. I need 2 copper. Moon pool. Plasteel ingots. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, I can't do that. God damn it. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Maybe we can get away with this. Get myself a scanner. I need these 2. They're not there. Not here. Right here. I need to make an aerogel. Okay. Alright, then I need the gel sack. Aerogel. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I have all these. Copper, why? I don't have enough for that. Copper ore. And then I need 1 gold. Okay. Multi-purpose room. Okay, I'm gonna need a door. That's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need a door. So that's quartz, titanium. A glass for these. For all environments. There we go. Okay. Actually, before we do that. Shit. We're gonna take a quick BRB. Sorry about this. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I actually got a call from my mom. Family stuff, you know, that's normal. Um, I might be needing to pick up my grandma, basically. So mom's gonna try to keep getting a hold of her, seeing what's going on. Oh, actually, I just got a text. That might be it. Nope, it wasn't. Oh, fuck, you texted me. Why did you text? What? Chinese cat? What the fuck is this? What a strange thing to send someone. That's my rebuttal. Big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise. Yeah, so we are most likely going to be finishing up here in like the next 10 or so minutes. Just so I can call and see what the hell's going on. My grandma, you know, it's one of those things that she just can't see at night because her eyes are so bad. So it's like the last thing that she should be doing is like driving a car. And so because of that, a thing that she does is like, oh yeah, so once it gets to like 4 p.m. or something, I'm gonna make sure I'm on my way back. And my grandma drives like fucking 20 under the speed limit. Like even in terms of like old people driving, she makes a 90-year-old person who could barely get out of bed seem like they're fucking the best at driving. I got blood oil. I try not to drive at night, to be honest. Honestly, I enjoy driving at night, especially because like I'm comfortable and confident enough in my own driving ability. And for the most part, like depending on where you go and like what kind of areas, you know, in terms of like if you're going to be like, you know, kind of more downtown or like, you know, more like where there's a higher population of people living. For the most part, the places I drive, there isn't really a lot going on, and we don't have to worry about like wildlife kind of getting in the way. You know, like deer getting on the road or something. So for the most part, I'm actually pretty good with it. Like when I drive at night, there isn't a lot of people around, and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Like it's not an excuse for you to like speed or anything, but that's the thing is that like it's nice to just have a nice relaxing drive every once in a while. I advocate for it, honestly. Like, driving should be one of those things that it's like... I don't know if leisurely is the thing, but it can be one of those things that you can just be like, oh yeah, you know, I'll just be hanging out. Maybe I'll go for a drive for a little bit, you know, just fuck around. In that same vein... that I like. I don't know what it's like for you because it's a rural suburban area I live in and it gets dark as shit. Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on the area that you're driving around. Like, there are areas around here where I live, kind of more on the west side, where some areas do just get dark as shit and you just can't fucking see. And the street lights are terrible and you have no idea what's going on. Another thing that we have is, we don't have like any real solution for our how do I say this? Our like street light, or not our street light, but our paint situation for like traffic paint is so bad because the way the weather works in our state, it gets super hot and it gets super cold, and so because of that, there's always construction happening. And because there's always construction happening, because, you know, water gets into the rocks, and then if it freezes, it cracks the rocks, and it's not good. So permanent solutions of like light fixtures for like line and like lane dividers is not really an option where we live. Just because like the weather can be just so erratic and unpredictable. So that's it, really. Rural areas at night are so scary. I'll be hanging out somewhere in Turnstock, and then I fear will go right into my titties. It's especially scary if you like go on night walks, because you can never predict like how people in that area that you're gonna be around, like if they're gonna be like totally normal. Because for the most part, you're just like standing around or like walking around minding your own business. You can't fully predict or account for like how someone is gonna react to you being there, though. Roads are so shitty. There's no no, there's potholes in the middle of the road. That's how the roads are here as well. It's just there's just potholes fucking everywhere. Roads are so bumpy. Like the quality of everything is just shit. And it's not to say that the guys who like work in construction and like work on the roads, it's not to say that they aren't like working on it. It's not to say that they're not trying their best to like make it not shit. But it's just it's the reality of like what it's like to live here, really.
Engine powering up.
I can't say the same for me, because that would mean spending resources to close the area down on their end. Well, that's the thing, is that like that's the one thing they absolutely don't want to do, is like try to close off areas where like heavy traffic is going on and that kind of stuff. Because if they close down a road, that's how you know that it's going to be like, oh fuck, this is a long-term thing, and if this isn't absolutely perfect by the time they're done with it, then it never will be. There was a road near where my parents' house is, where a junior high school also is, that they completely closed down because there was like a pipe break, like a line break there or something. That's whatever, you know, that kind of stuff happens, but they closed down that road for an entire year. And that was like right at the intersection, and that's right where the junior high was. And so if you were like trying to like take your kids to school, pick your kids up from school, you can only go the one way. This motherfucker has no business being as scary as he is.
Engine powering down.
Oh no. This may not be a good spot for me to be in. No. No! What the fuck is happening? Why is my shit clipping? What the fuck, man? Alright. Alright, maybe it's fine. Know what? We are gonna make another shelf that will go right here. That's not gonna give you a fucking surgery, Jesus Christ. No, it's the environmental clipping. Here, I'll show you. See that? How it kind of like, it goes up. And then it kind of goes down. Very odd. Very peculiar. It's very minuscular, but if you look like right, like where that curve is, it's like there's kind of... Maybe it's only... Maybe I'm the only one noticing it. Bro. Get a fucking job. Get out of here. We're going to put everything here. I was about to say I didn't notice price. Notice fic. Fuck. I feel that. This might be a mistake. Maybe processed into benzene. Okay. Big man Blastoise. Big man Blastoise. Big man Blastoise. Anything else in there? One ruby and a first aid kit. Put the rubies with all the others. I'll take the 2 first aid kits. I will go down. I'm going to grab some more water. Guess I'll grab water from here. Let's go. There it is. Grab this. I sure hope he doesn't decide to fuck with me, or he decides to not fuck with me. That would make me very sad.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Passing 200. Oxygen efficiency credited.
Cyclops Depth Module 1.
Flotation devices failed.
We're flooding. Evacuate.
Wait. I can reconfigure the O2 system to act as a bilge pump.
It's working.
Okay, good news. We're alive and we've stopped sinking.
Bad?
The oxygen's going to run out in 30 minutes and we're 500 meters down.
What do we do?
We'll have to use the remaining juice to send a distress call and build whatever gear we can. Then we find a way to the surface.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I was working on it. Maybe they decided that they wanted to be friends after all. Yeah, that's right. You keep going fucking that way. Alright. I'm probably going to slide down off of this. No, I didn't actually. It's good. Brother, you need to get the fuck away from my... I swear to God. Yeah? You gonna try it? Yeah, bitch? That's what I fucking thought. Storage has no room for this item. Perfect. Good shit. Perfect. Yay!
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Grab these. I guess we'll put them here. I wonder if you could completely deplete the natural resources of this planet. I don't think so. Because, like, even, like, in terms of, like, how the game works, it's like everything kind of respawns to a point where you're going to be able to do whatever you need to do. I mean, maybe there's a risk of depleting everything of its natural resources, but it's... I don't know. That is an interesting question. Maybe we should ask your mother. I don't know why I said that, I'm sorry. Let's see how our power is doing. 709 right now. 49%, 100%, 100%. Well, the reality is that I'm going to try to get out of here. But we've got this motherfucker to worry about. I don't know if there's a way that I can navigate around him without aggravating him. Sean Connery, special guest. I've always wanted to entertain a career in streaming.
Powering up.
My favorite streamers were the girls in the bikinis and hot tubs. Like, damn, Sean Connery, good for you. Please, no. Please, God.
Warning. Maximum depth.
Alright. Another call. Hang on. Okay, sorry. That was another call from my mom. She was just calling to tell me, it was like, hey, Grandma made it back. It's like, oh, good.
Reached hull damage imminent.
Oh, God. There's going to be no way for me to get out of here, man. Let's take a look. But no, I don't want to sound the fucking horn. I really do just want to make, like, my system work, man.
Engine powering down.
Like, can we do that? So I don't have to worry about all this extra bullshit. Put these in here. I love Jerma. Jeremy is my Pookie Bear. I can't put that in there. Maybe if I put that in there. I move this into there as well. Let's see. Do I need any food with me? I already got some. Okay, good. Let's do it. We get the repair tool. Gonna repair ya. Oh, it takes a hot minute to repair. That's always a good sign. I'm just save scumming because I have no idea what to expect now that I'm down here.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Well, that just sounds dandy. Oh, fuck, I'm here. Oh, shit, this isn't where I want to be at all. This is not good. This is exactly where I didn't want to go. This environment is so spooky. It just makes me tickle my funny bone in ways I can't describe. Nope. Got that. Titanium. We don't need titanium. Can I fucking help you? Get out of here. You're fucking dead. That's what you get here for fucking with me. We don't really need lead. Diamonds are a girdle's best friend. What the fuck is this? Silver, we don't need that. Oh, fuck, we're here. Now this is where I don't want to. looked at YouTube for a second. I missed Sean Connery impersonation of my text. Oh, fuck. Germa. Where is he? I love Germa so much. If I put you in a meat grinder. I put grinder in a meat tube. I put meat in my bones. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, you need to fuck off. See, it's not that I'm, like, really scared. Get the fuck away from me. I'm not really scared so much as I am, like... The point of this game is exploration. In order to make any kind of progress, you have to explore. How can you explore if you don't? If these fellas won't let you? Leave me alone.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's see. Fossilized remains of an extinct super predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space, suggesting geography of the planet has shifted around it over time. A true apex predator. Approximately 3 million years old, ribcage suggests the creature was ill. Get the fuck out of here. I'm reading, motherfucker. And now you're fucking dead. You want some too? Fuck you. Fuck you. The remains now support a vibrant ecosystem of light. There is a series of precise angular indentations on the rib cage, suggesting a third party has taken samples from the specimen at a previous time. And now they're fighting each other. What a fucked up situation we find ourselves in. I have to return to Cumbal Jones. It's the only way. We're leaving. Wait. First, I need this gel sack. You don't fucking see me. Oh, I'm Big Match. What the fuck was that? Fuck you. I don't care how many fish I punch. I sure hope there's been no structural integrity damage. That would really tee me oh. Sorry, I didn't want to swear. What the fuck was that? In there. Get in there.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Let me see. I'll probably go for a few more minutes and then we'll be finishing up. here. Let's see. We have nickel. Put them here. What else do we have? Rubies. So long as you have enough rubies. Fuck, that's not what I meant to do. Fuck my pussy. Okay, slave bestie. Yeah, thank you for being here. It was very kind of you. You are a good friend. I gotta, like... What the fuck am I doing? We got 16. I wanted to present after I missed the last. Well, that's all right. There's absolutely no problem. There's nothing wrong with not being able to attend one here or not, or here or there. It's called living a life. That's what matters. Is you just gotta live your life. I don't know when that happened, but I think I was busier on a call and across. Yeah, that's all good. It's all good. It means the world that you would be willing to spend the time. We got to stream again too. It's, you know, I've been trying to get back into the swing of streaming. It's one of those things that's like my schedule is so unpredictable. I don't know when I can or if I'm able to. So I've definitely just kind of been trying to, you know, just like play it safe. And it's like, well, I'll try and then we'll see where it goes.
Powering up. Rig for silent running.
I think silent running is what's going to help
Warning.
us.
Maximum depth.
Oh
freeze.
shit, we
Hull
can't go that
damage
far.
imminent.
God fucking damn it. I don't think we can go this way. Oh, maybe we can try. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh god. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Alright, we're going down. We're going down. I wonder if I can, like, get turned around. No. No. Okay, just go low. Just go low. Shush. I want to co-host with you so bad. Yeah. I know we're gonna work on that, and I apologize for just like not really communicating. It's because you know what it is. It's just like every single day I'm just like so just not in the mood for like anything. Like when I finally feel like I'm in the mood for something, I'm like, oh well, maybe I'll sit on it and I'll see how I feel, and then I just don't do anything, and then I just feel bad, then I feel like a dick, and you know, it's kind of, it's not a healthy, yeah, but I'm trying to work on it, you know, with everything that's been going on and how chaotic everything has been. I'm definitely wanting to like be more proactive about like making good on commitments and trying to be better about that. So maybe while I'm here, I want to do this. We'll go here. We've been streaming for about an hour and a half. Sounds good. All right. Oh, I've been fucking doing silent running that entire time. That's why my battery's going so low. God damn. Alright. Beacon. I gotta sneeze. Bless me. Yeah. One of those messy ones where it's like the liquids go everywhere. Pick up beacon, edit beacon name. We're gonna say funny deep hole. Let me go over here. Ugly girl sneeze. It's so true. There it is. Alright, now where is all of our stuff? All my fellas. All my fellas. We are west? We are northwest. God, please. Why was Ugly Girl censored? I don't know. It really is just like they keep you guessing in terms of just like what's going to be censored, what isn't going to be censored. What they like classify as like hate speech or something sometimes, it's just like you called him stinky. Like that's what, like what? It's not an, if you're actually going to be insulted by that, then you're a child. Like, what the fuck, Twitch? I guess it's because they know they have like a high population of like people very young who are using it, but even then it's like,
The head standard.
why would you like, I don't know how to say it, like why would that get to you? You know, it's like it's more ridiculous than anything. I wasn't that vulgar to that. Yeah, right. Just Twitch being Twitch. The decisions they make are always very questionable. We're gonna get close enough to the base. And then we should be good. It was very cool, though. We finally reached the follower goal. The next follower goal that normally comes after this is getting up to 50 followers and then getting like 5 people commenting, you know, concurrently in order for you to become like, I think it's an affiliate or just because there's a difference between affiliates and partners, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so that was cool. It could also be because, like, it didn't tell me who followed me, only that I had reached the goal, so it could have just been a bot that followed. Well, I don't know. One of those fun things. Alright, that's close enough.
Engine powering down.
Let's see, do I have Do I have the recipes yet? Depth module is 1 plasteel ingot. I could have just made that. Alright. Another plasteel ingot and kyanite. Depth module 2. Oh, actually. The problem is I just need fucking lithium. So I'm gonna have to... I'm probably gonna have to be playing this again off stream to try to get enough lithium. And probably enough of other bullshit. Let me see, though. I can make benzene. Oh, benzene is just blood oil? Oh, perfect. It takes 3. Ugh. That sucks. Take these gel sacks, put them here. I guess not there. Alright. Everyone needs a lithium friend. And when you get a lithium friend, then everything is barbadingo. Well, that was the stream for today. It was shorter than the other streams, but I feel like off stream and on stream we finally made some decent progress. Nowhere near as infuriating an experience today as it was when I streamed this like a few days ago. So it's good. It's good. Thank you for being here. I'm going to start getting ready. I got to watch, The Brother tonight. And then, yeah, probably going to be spending a little more time on this. I might stream this again on Sunday. I'm undecided. Is a lithium source. Is it a power? It's a power source? Really? I didn't even know what lithium was used for. Oh, yeah, lithium-ion batteries. That's right. Yeah. It's a good conductor or something. Yeah, but that's it for tonight. We are going to end here. I swear to God, I thought it was drugs too. God. Yeah, but we'll call it here. Have a good night. I will catch you on the flip side, and we will see each other later. Bye-bye. I got a fart. Oh, God.